Bear and I are taking a trip on the Rios River. Jody and I are staying at the RV resort this weekend, or this week. It's her spring break, so she's taking advantage of taking some time off. And I'm still able to work in the camper. That's awesome. But anyway, I'll be taking some pictures, some video of this great campground. We love it here. It's a lot of fun, a lot of things to do. Great place. Bear remembers this spot. This is where we come to in the summertime. Sit out here, and usually the water's a little bit higher. And enjoy the sitting out there on the rocks. Really nice. And this is the campground where the camping starts. And these are backed up to the road that leads down to the river itself. There's the main road. And some more of the campground. This is where the I guess salespeople work out of this office here. This is where Jody and I first joined the resort. Matter of fact, camped right down there where that black truck was the first time. This is the entrance to the park. This is their store and check-in. They got little meeting areas all down the side of this. And then you've got the sales office off to my right, OCP, Ocean Canyon Properties, and their little buggies they drive around the park with. If you need any maintenance done on your camper or any help with anything, they got a little office right here that they will service your vehicle for you, which is kind of nice. But I needed to borrow some tools the other day, and it helped out a lot. They have a laundromat across the street. Well, not across the street, but across between the two rows of campers, and on to the left there's a washateria down that way. There's also storage behind. If you can see some of those campers lined up down the side there, their storage is $50 a month, which is quite a bit less than what I pay right now. And if you need to cook out, that's kind of a big grill, but it doesn't look like it's been used in a while. Somebody leaving out. Then they have these little cottages that you can rent, and a little store there. It's not being used. These Trump 2024 signs, hopefully. And they have dog cages outside, which is pretty neat. I don't know if you can see it or not, but there's campers on this other lot over here. Those are the people that work here. So they're currently living in those campers. And that area is not used for renting out those spots. These spots here, though, are being used. And they just poured this yesterday. I watched them pour it. And they've got a dog park right there. And then, as you can see, there's tons of trailers down through here. I have no idea how many's in here, but there's a lot. And another lodge there. Another dog park over there, which is pretty neat. And then some more lodges that you can rent here. And as part of our membership, the kids can come, and if we're in the park, they can stay for a very, very low amount, discounted amount, in one of these cottages. some more of the camper. You see they got internet. See the internet pole there. And the people in the red truck I'm talking to either tonight or tomorrow about getting them on a Medicare policy. You can see more campers down the way. Barbecue pit. I can't remember what this building is. I don't know, I've never used it before. Anyway, more campers. And here they got a stage where they put on shows. They also have Cowboy Church here on Sundays. Basketball court. Pretty nice size, this unit here. Right next door to that building in front of us is the chow hall. And they serve breakfast every morning. And it's quite a nice breakfast at that. Got a playground for the kids, another lodge that's rented, and then a bathhouse right directly in front. And then you can see the creek or the river down below. And this is the Lone Star Lodge. This is the front of the lodge where they serve breakfast every morning. And then you can see the lodges across the way. These, of course, are bunkhouses that are rented out. And they have a field for playing horseshoes, volleyball, etc. And then down below, you can see the swimming pool. This is the oldest swimming pool in the state of Texas, or so they say. It was built in 1900, I believe it was. And could you imagine having to build that in 1900 with the equipment they had back then? Quite neat. And then our camper is right down there, the second one on the right. And then another bunkhouse. And we always try to get that spot because it's right there by the by the river. This is a really, really old park. With a lot of petrified wood being used to build fireplaces, etc. There's an old gas station right outside here that's all petrified wood. It's not being used anymore. It's extremely old. Here's the swimming pool. Now, show you this sign. You got a little shower area, so when you get out, before you get in, or when you get out if you want to shower. 1919. That's pretty daggone neat. But of course, it's not open yet. But it's getting close. But it's a really, really nice pool. And then you can see where the three rivers come together, which is the reason they have the name Tres Rios, which is Spanish for three rivers. Anyway, I think that about concludes. Oh, by the way, you can go in the opposite direction that I went with the river and go up the Brazos River, and that's where you're going to do your fishing. Where we were was where you'd put your canoe in. Anyway, that's it from Tres Rivers, Glen Rose, Texas.